Okay guys, what I'm going to show you now is how to view completed forms or flows, as we call them, in the MPro 5 main hub. So just so we're clear, what's good to know here is that a form is a digital form which has been completed as part of a job. At the moment we have two forms. One is the work order. This is a form which is mandatory and has to be completed to capture photos and details around the job when an engineer is on site. And also you have a quote form. This is not mandated, but it is available to engineers should they want to quote for additional works whilst on site. So the first thing we're going to do is search for the form. So if I click on flows, click on flow search, I then get some menu items up here, some search filters. And the first thing I want to do is effectively change my date range. Now I'm going to search over the last 2 or 3 weeks. And what you can also do is search by store. So if I start typing in Tunbridge Wells in here, it gives me those options. For the benefit of the demonstration, I'm not going to search in a particular store. I'm going to search for all stores so I can see access to all the jobs that have got in a particular place. Okay, so I can select potential different services, locations, different engineers if I wanted to. This might be handy for the Livingston guys who just want to search by a certain subcontractor. But what I'm going to do is click apply with all my filter items open, just looking at the date range. So click on that. What it'll do is it'll bring up all the jobs that are completed to date, and all the forms on the jobs that have been completed to date. There are lots, and you can change how many you see on a page. So if I click on 50, it'll give me a view of the last 50 jobs. So when I'm in here, what I want to try and do is if I look across the menu items here, most of the forms that have been completed are work orders because that's mandatory. There's a couple of quote forms in here as well, which aren't mandatory, but can be completed if required on site. So if I click on a work order, I just look at the two options I've got. One is the details and one is the form. So if I click on the form first, I need to put a username and password in here. So it would be MPro calls. And I'm going to guess the password is password. So once that form opens up, this is the part of the form. You see, I can look at my photos here, click on the larger image if I wanted to. But in essence, I can download this form to any kind of format I want. So if I wanted to download it into PDF, I could just click on here and it'll do that. I've also got the option to show on map where this job was completed. So if I click on that, it'll show me that this is done in the Connors Quay post office in nice North Wales. So if I want to download this form, I can download it to PDF and go from there, and it'll download it into a nice format. If I want to go back and look at the details of that particular job, I've got them here. So I haven't looked at this previously, so I don't know if there are any photos on board. Actually, there is. So if I hover over the photo, it'll show me the photo that was taken on the job. My preferred view really is the form, but you can look at the details if you like, if you just need the hard details. So the mobile user, when the job was when the form was started, when it was finished, and so on and so on. So if we go back into the flow search, so that's the way I can search for forms. Any questions, drop a note to support@crimsontide.co.uk.